if I told you that one of the Sydney Roosters' most fiery stars has just been hit with a punishment so historic, so unprecedented, that it could redefine how the NRL deals with off-field scandals forever? Yes, you heard that right. Victor Radley, the Roosters' enforcer, the man known for his uncompromising style on the field, is now at the centre of a storm that no one saw coming. And it all began with a text message. Stay with me, because what unfolds in this story will have you questioning loyalty, leadership, and the very fabric of club culture in rugby league. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and ring the bell for Aussie NRL Updates, your go-to for breaking news, drama, and deep dives into everything happening in our great game. The scandal broke quietly at first, a whisper here, a leaked hint there. A private text message thread involving Victor Radley somehow found its way into the public domain. The content of the message? Controversial enough to shake the Roosters' foundation. It wasn't just about language or banter. It raised questions of respect, discipline, and trust within the club. Now, Radley is no stranger to headlines. His aggressive playing style, his off-field behaviour, and his passion for the game have earned him as many critics as fans. But this was different. This was personal. It wasn't just about breaking rules. It was about breaking trust. And the Roosters? They had a choice. Sweep it under the rug like clubs have done in the past, or make an example out of him. They chose the latter. The Sydney Roosters officially announced what they called a historic internal sanction against Radley. Never before had the club implemented a punishment of this scale for an off-field indiscretion that didn't involve criminal charges. The sanction included a significant fine, one of the biggest ever handed out by the Roosters for a non-criminal matter. A mandatory behavioural program, designed to rebuild trust and reshape his image as a leader in the club. A suspended playing ban, meaning one misstep and Radley could find himself on the sidelines, not just for a game or two, but potentially for a season-defining stretch. Fans were stunned. Commentators were divided. Some said the Roosters had overreacted. Others argued it was about time a club set a standard that words, even private ones, carry consequences. But here's where it gets interesting. Behind the scenes, whispers suggest that not everyone in the Roosters camp supported this heavy-handed approach. Some players reportedly felt Radley was being hung out to dry, punished not just for the text but for a pattern of behaviour that had already made the higher-ups uneasy. Others argued that discipline was exactly what the Roosters needed if they were to keep their culture strong. The text message scandal, they said, wasn't the disease, it was the symptom. And here's the cliffhanger. What did Radley actually say in those messages? While the club hasn't officially released the content, leaks began circulating among journalists. According to sources, the message wasn't racially or socially offensive, but it was deeply disrespectful towards certain teammates and even members of the coaching staff. Think about that for a second. A key enforcer of the team, a fan favourite, openly texting words that undermine the very foundation of team unity. Now, ask yourself, if that text never got out, would the Roosters be facing this scandal? Or is this simply an example of modern sport, where privacy no longer exists for professional athletes? The rugby league community erupted. Social media lit up. Some fans defended Radley, calling the punishment political correctness gone mad. Others pointed to Radley's track record, arguing this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Talkback radio callers accused the Roosters of protecting their brand over their player. Meanwhile, NRL pundits suggested this sanction was a warning shot to every other club. No matter how good you are, no matter how loyal, no one is untouchable. But perhaps the most shocking twist? Radley himself didn't issue a fiery defence. Instead, he delivered a measured, almost subdued apology, a rarity for a player known for his fiery temper. I love this club, I love my teammates, and I regret that my actions have caused distraction and disappointment, he said. But fans weren't convinced. Some believed his apology was genuine. Others thought it was scripted, carefully crafted by the Roosters' PR machine. So, what happens next? This isn't just about Radley. This is about a shift in how clubs handle off-field scandals. For years, we've seen stars get away with behaviour that would see any ordinary worker sacked. Now, with the Roosters making Radley the example, other clubs might be forced to follow suit. Imagine the ripple effect. Stricter punishments, less tolerance, and a culture where even private words can cost you a career. But here's the burning question. Did the Roosters act out of principle or out of fear? Fear of sponsors walking away, fear of backlash from fans, fear of the NRL stepping in? And as we peel back the layers, the real story isn't just the sanction, it's the aftermath. What will this mean for Radley's role in the team? Will he ever truly regain the trust of his teammates? Or has the club, in punishing him so severely, set him on a path that leads out of Bondi altogether? Because make no mistake, this historic sanction could either save Victor Radley's career or end it. And in the next segment, we are going deeper. We'll unpack the behind-the-scenes politics, the role of Roosters management, and whether Radley's days in the tricolours are numbered. Stay locked in. So, we've seen the headlines. We've heard about the sanction. But what if I told you the Radley Tech scandal is just the tip of the iceberg? That beneath this historic punishment lies a battle for control inside the Roosters organisation. A battle that could change